All right, Shalom. All praises be to Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Bashim Kakodash. Double honor to our apostles, a great millstone that rule with honor and with diligence. And honestly, brothers out there pushing this truth and love and sincerity, wake up the elect. Peace be to the elect and their families. Those that change according to the word, calling on the names of Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai in the time of trouble. Say peace be unto you. May the Lord have mercy on you in these evil times that we're living in. Now, I'm gonna read this. You know, this is the big controversy in Israel right now. Men are picking sides, and men are picking the wrong sides, man. And some are picking the right side, you know. And the people that's gonna pick the right side are gonna be the minority of the people that pick the wrong side, man. You know, I'm talking about people that know they're Israelites. You know, as soon as these people that know they're Israelites that's teaching these false doctrines, they're going to get dealt with. You know, they can get dealt with. A lot of them probably going to get, you know, get to go and get that mark, and they're gonna get some type of sore. Some of them going to go over there to World War III, just like I just did a video on. You know, you never know. The Lord might just smoke you in the street. You might just drop dead, you know, depending on however the Lord want to take you. But, you know, the Lord about to send out some judgment, man. The scripture said, begin at my sanctuary, man. So all these people that know they're Israelites and they're teaching false doctrines, they're gonna be dealt with soon. But that's not what this lesson is about. This is Revelations chapter 13 and verse 16 said, he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, that no man might buy or sell save he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Okay? You know, so you know, if you pay attention, if you're paying attention to what's going on in the world right now, and what's going on in Nigeria, you know, it was Apostle Tahar, you know, double honors to Apostle Tahar, that he kind of slightly went into this on a video he was doing, but he was going to a lot of topics. He didn't really go deep into it, but what's happening in Nigeria is basically the testing ground for the CHIP, man. You know, that's where they want. That's where that they want to test this technology first. You know, I was looking at some information about Nigeria, how a lot of people in Nigeria are very proficient in blockchain, man. A lot of them are good with trading Bitcoin, man. You know, a lot of them get paid good money from trading Bitcoin. You know, but Nigeria was also the first place to launch the Cbdc, which is called INER or INERA. You know, INERA is the Cbdc that they launched out there, man. You know, and the situation that's going on in Nigeria right now is, what happened is they changed the old paperback currency to a new paperback currency. And they told the people, well, you come in and you bring in your old money, which they phased out, and they said we're gonna trade it with new money. You know, but before they did that, they launched INERA, which is their central bank digital currency over there. You know, and then they told them, yeah, you turn in your old money, and we'll change you new money. But there's a money shortage because they can't print out the new bills as fast as demand. Supply and demand is not on point. You know, so what's happening is people taking this old money because they can't spend it anymore to the bank, and the bank is telling them, look, we don't have anything to give you. We've given out all the money. So they're being forced to a lot of them are being forced to go over to Cbdc. You know, they've put limits on blockchain out there, on Bitcoin. So they've made it kind of hard to trade Bitcoin, man. But the CBDC, which is the agenda of the elites, because they want to walk you into the C-hip. They don't want to just come out and say, eventually they're going to have to say, yeah, you're going to have to take this or we're going to kill you. But they want to normalize it first. So the weak-minded will willingly accept it. Because if all the people rose up against this, America would have a problem on their hands because the people outnumber the government, But a lot of people are going to take it. They're going to accept it, and they're going to say, yeah, well, we just want everything to go back to normal. And that's why I get so mad when I hear that phrase, go back to normal. Because ain't nothing normal about living in this place. The food ain't real. The air ain't real. You got to pay to go look at fucking water. They got a lake out here. You got to fucking pay $6 to go look at the fucking lake. Ain't that a bitch? And, and the beaches up north and on the coast, you got to pay to go to a lot of those beaches. It ain't nothing free about this place, man. But what's happening is, they can't print off enough money. So there's a money shortage. So people are over there pissed off. And then, there's 4 different types of money. There's commodity, which commodity is basically precious metals or anything that has value and weight. Okay? It could be precious metals. It could be, other things like, say if you have a lamb or if you have meat or, a bartering system. The bartering system is basically commodity based, where you trade one thing for one tangible item for another tangible item. Then you have commodity backed, which is the fiat currency. The fiat currency that we have, the greenbacks, the blue notes, the money that you have in your wallet, which is supposed to be backed by silver and gold, but it's not, but they tell you, that's why we call it fiat, which means false, but the greenback is supposed to represent, you're supposed to be able to turn that money in and get silver and gold, which you can't, And then after that, you got what's called the blockchain technology, which is called public ledger. And the reason why it's called public ledger is because you can actually see who has Bitcoin, who doesn't, who has a lot of Bitcoin, who doesn't. You can actually see, I want to trade with this guy. He has a lot of what I'm trying to get, and I'll trade. And you can see all the transactions being made, And which is digital. In the digital world, it's considered tangible because you own this much of Bitcoin. You have this much of Bitcoin, and everybody can see it. Which it was started like that. It was started. Bitcoin was actually started with the idea of rocks, of these rocks. They used to, sand down into actual coin shaped rocks, and the biggest one would be worth the most, and the smallest one would be worth the least, and nobody would pick them up and take them, but they would say, the whole city would say, yeah, you own this rock, you own that rock. That's how Bitcoin came about, in ancient forms, you know what I'm saying? But it has progressed to a digital currency, Now, the next thing they have is called private ledger, which is blockchain technology, but it's not open to the public. That means that there's somebody behind the scenes dealing your currency, and they can take away money, and they can add money at will. That means the government is in control of all your finances. That's what a Cbdc means. It's a private ledger. Imagine having you go on your Cbdc app, and then you look, you can only see how much money you have at the moment. You can't see what transactions you made. You can't see, all of that is private. All you can see is what you have right now. That's private ledger, and there's an uproar over there in Nigeria because the people prefer Bitcoin over CBDC because they're like, if the government controls our funds, tyranny can creep in, and they don't want that. Corruption can creep in, and they don't want that. The people that's behind the scenes who's running the money, they can take money at will. So there's a big uproar. People are pissed off, man. They're trying to push us over into this money, and we don't want this money. It's like a world government ran test going over there in Nigeria, man. And the CBDC money will work exactly the same as the Motb. It actually rhymes. CBDC, Motb. It would work the same, except the Motb would be implanted in you. But it would still be controlled by the government. It would still be private ledger, money. Okay. So that whole thing that's going on in Nigeria, why the people are in an uproar because they don't want the government having control of their money. They want to be able to have tangible money, but that's been taken because they don't have enough money to print out. There's a money shortage, and people are pissed off. They can't get money. If you can't get money, what are you going to do about eating? What you going to do about, getting soap to wash yourself? What you going to do about getting stuff for the kids? You just got to sit there and wait, man. You just got to sit there and wait, man. So it would make more sense that the Motb is it would make more sense that the Motb is the CHIP, man, because it's going to be a form of buying and selling, man. And this if the Motb was sin, we would all be dead. We would all be dead, man. According to the scriptures, the scriptures say there's none that. Hold on. Ecclesiastes 7:20 says, "For there is not a just man upon earth that doeth good and sinneth not." There's no such thing as a man that doesn't sin. So if the Motb was sin, then we would all be dead men. Because the penalty for taking it is death. And how you gonna get a grievous sore with sin, man? It would make more sense that the grievous sore would come from tissue that it would come from the frequencies that are being transmitted, into your body, man. Just like the people that was getting brain tumors from holding the cell phones to their ears. That's a grievous sore, man. So it would make sense that the Motb would be this new form of currency that's going to come out, because as of right now, yeah, you got even if you got Bitcoin or you got CBDC, what if the power goes out? If the power goes out, then if you ain't got it in you, then you lose all your funds. So there may be an event, a worldwide event where the power go out, man. This thing called, they call it a great reset. It could be an event where all the power goes out. I was looking on a website to purchase silver earlier, and they was talking. What was they talking about? What if the power goes out tomorrow? Will you have anything to trade on a website to buy silver coins? They said it, and it makes perfect sense, you know. Because if they have something like an EMP hit, oh, the systems were wiped. We don't know who had what, but you know what? We got this new form. We got this form of currency, and we'll start you off. We'll start everybody off with $250,000. You know, niggas gonna be running, beating each other's ass to get in that line and get it. 250,000. Man, you can't tell me shit, nigga. You know. And what's gonna happen? It's gonna kill their ass, man. And eventually, the ones that don't die immediately, the Lord gonna send fire over here to kill them. You know? It just don't make sense that, especially according to this scripture right here. For there's not a just man upon earth that doeth good and sinneth not. So we all sinners. So how the hell is it sin if there ain't a just man on earth that doeth good and sinneth not? It doesn't make sense. You know? But hey, you know, that's pretty much it, man. With that, I'm gonna give all praises to you. How about Shemi Shai, about Shemi Kakudash, double honors to the apostles, a great millstone. Honestly, brothers out there pushing this word, man. Shalom.